decades of the 20th century, the 80s and the 90s, were considered the hottest decades of the previous 400 years. Global warming is real. I'm going to prove it to you. At the North Pole, the average temperature is 25 degrees Fahrenheit above what it normally is, or at least should be. Climate change is what is changing the temperature of the water. The jet stream, which is full of warm water, has pushed up warm water up to the further north of the poles, and resulting it to be warmer where it shouldn't be, and ice is melting where it shouldn't be. The melting of the ice is even more unusual because it is happening at the time of year whenever the North Pole never sees the sun. So the melting is solely due to the temperature rise of the ocean and nothing to do with the sun. The effects of the ice melting causes sea level rise, which can affect anyone who lives near the water or the ocean, because all that water has to go somewhere. As the oceans become larger due to melting, it will directly affect beach erosion and possibly even destroy homes. Now we're going to talk about the effects of global warming. The main cause of global warming is greenhouse gases. The greenhouse gases are a mixture of gases that warm the atmosphere, and the main gas for that is carbon dioxide. It is emitted from humans, cars, and factories. The burning of the fossil fuel releases the CO2. The CO2 is carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Deforestation has added the carbon dioxide into the air because the trees take in the carbon dioxide and release oxygen, but since we don't have those trees, it doesn't release oxygen and doesn't take into the carbon dioxide. Methane is another very harmful gas that heats up the earth. Methane is released from landfills and agriculture. Nitrous oxide is more harmful than carbon dioxide, though carbon dioxide is released more. It is released from the nitrous oxide is released from fertilizer. It's about 300 times more potent or pollution than carbon dioxide. CFCs, also known as chlorofluorocarbons, have been banned in most of the world because of the damage that it has caused to the ozone layer, because it created a hole in the ozone layer. The CFCs were used in many things such as refrigerators and hairspray. Their chemical composition breaks down the ozone atoms and destroys the ozone, making it hotter in the level of the atmosphere that we live in. These gases are called greenhouse gases because they turn the atmosphere into a greenhouse, making it hotter and more humid like a greenhouse. Carbon dioxide, by far, has been the largest contributor to the warming of this planet. Since the year 1990, the carbon dioxide emissions have gone up by 20%. That is very sad. There are many causes and many effects of global warming because it is happening. It is hard to dispute the fact that we are setting records every year for the hottest year yet. We need to do something to change it, or we will end up like the humans from the WALL-E movie, where humans have to leave Earth because it was so polluted. Thank you.